Hi there, I am Manpreet and I make book related videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, and today you are watching my TBR video. So if you don't know what is a TBR, it's a to be read video where I tell you about the books that I am going to read in the next month or the next few months. I personally have stopped doing monthly TBRs because I am very busy at work these days and I'm not reading that much. So I do like quarterly TBRs now. My last one was a fantasy TBR and this one is a sort of mixed TBR. Basically all the books that I really want to read in the next few months. Before we begin this video, please make sure you subscribe to me if you are into books, if you love reading, if you want to get some recommendations of books written by Indian authors as well as foreign authors, and also get some reading tips. Please make sure you subscribe to me, follow me on my social media and hit that bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. This is basically more about the authors that I really want to read instead of, just a normal TBR. So for the first two books, I will be working with the authors of these books to promote these books. And the number one is Are Tether by Hugo Dumas. Hugo Dumas wrote this book by Death Defined, which I reviewed on this channel, and I loved that book so much. In fact, I have already read this book and written the review of this book as well, and I shared it with the author, and the author and I both agreed upon the fact that his books are so unique that it's really hard to tell about the books. Okay, he writes in a very unique manner. It is basically the sequel to By Death Defined, but I believe you can read it even if you haven't read By Death Defined. The vampires, werewolves, etc. are at war with humans. So this huge war is going on, and the humans were usually the weaklings, but now humans have come up with this formula that makes them more powerful or equally powerful to vampires and werewolves. And the whole book is just, this war happening, and whatever is happening, why is it happening, how is it happening, what happened before this, all of that happens in that small chunk of time, and I am just like blown away with the idea of how this book has been written. And yeah, this is number one in my TBR. The second book in my TBR is something all of us are very excited about because it's the new book in the new series by Kevin Missel. The book is currently on pre-order. Okay, I have already pre-ordered the book. If you follow me on my Instagram, you would already know that. And if you want to pre-order the book, go ahead and pre-order it. And I really am excited to read another book by Kevin Missel. He is doing so well when it comes to being an author and writing good books. His Kalki trilogy is also going to be ending, I believe, in this year, and I am very excited about the Kalki book as well. But I feel like by the time that will come out, there will be another TBR video. So right now, I'm very excited for the first book, Narsimha by Kevin Missel. Third book, or let's just say the set of books that I really want to read, is for you guys, because a lot of you guys want me to read Chetan Bhagat books. I have read a few, but this time I have, I don't know if you can see, but on the top, all of those are Chetan Bhagat books, and I am really excited to be reading all the Chetan Bhagat books, and I am not doing very well so far. Okay, I have this major time crunch. Even on Tuesday the video didn't go up, and I don't know if you noticed. If you noticed, I love you. and I'm very sorry about that as well. But there is a major time crunch and I haven't been able to read much. But yeah, Chetan Bhagat books are on my TBR and these are the top priority. Let's just see how that happens. I really want to be reading it a lot, but at the same time, I'm also in the mood of a lot of fantasy. So even though I have decided to go more towards the contemporary side and the other genres side, because I love to read more genres, I still love my fantasy novels. Okay, so right now I have, obviously, Are Tether is in my TBR. There is also the Heroes of Olympus series. I do not have the copy because I'm reading it and it's upstairs, and you guys know that Manpreet is too lazy to go upstairs to get that book. So this is the first book in the Heroes of Olympus series, and it's so exciting. I don't know if you have read Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. If you haven't read it, please read it. It's amazing. And this one happens where Percy is missing, and actually the protagonist and all the people in the story are different. Okay, and it has started so amazingly. I have read the first 80 pages and I'm really excited to be reading this whole series. Actually, I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish the whole series. I won't be reading it back to back as I read the Model Instrument series. But yes, I'm really excited about this one. And there is one more fantasy series that I have put into my TBR. That is the Divergent trilogy, or you can say series. There are 4 books that I have from the Divergent series. You know, the actual series is a trilogy, but there is one extra novel as well. So I want to read this. I have read the first book, Divergent. I did not like it much, but I told you guys that I wanted to give it another chance, and I gave another chance to Twilight, and I loved it. So I'm really excited about this one as well, though you know, there is a sinking feeling in my heart that is making me feel like one Preet. If you don't like it, you are going to be welcoming a big reading slump. But let's just see how that happens. But yeah, these are now the 3 fantasy novels in my TBR and 1 mythological fiction, or let's just say fantasy. Next in my TBR, I have Preeti Shenoy. Preeti Shenoy is again one favorite author of you guys, and I also have read 1 book by Preeti Shenoy and I absolutely loved it. So now I know a lot of you guys want me to read a particular book by Preeti Shenoy. You have asked me a lot many times, but I'm really sorry. I am going to be trying to reading that book, but right now in my TBR, the 2 are the ones that I already own, and I really want to finish these ones because, you know, I have too many books in my TBR, too many unread books in my bookshelf. The Rule Breakers by Preeti Shenoy. I believe this book came out last year, and it's a fiction story about this girl who has always been living with her parents, you know, a very normal life, and then she gets married off. I haven't really read the blurb, okay? I am being very lazy, but I'm just trying to recall what it is about from what I had said in my videos a few months back. So yeah, I'm really excited to be reading this one. And then I also have this Why We Love the Way We Do. I believe this is about relationship. Don't know much about it, but I tried reading it once. See, I also have this. So judging with the sticky notes in this book, I believe I have read first 100 pages, but obviously I'll be starting it again. So these are the 2 books in my TBR when it comes to Preeti Shenoy. I also want to read books by Ruskin Bond. So I am going to be picking 2 books randomly of Ruskin Bond and reading them. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments on below. If you want me to read a particular book by Ruskin Bond, or if there is one favorite you have of Ruskin Bond that I haven't read, please comment down below and let's just see which ones are the ones that I'll pick. One other Indian author I really want to read in next few months is Sudha Murthy. I have read 1 book by Sudha Murthy and I really liked it. I want to read more. So one, I already have House of Cards by Sudha Murthy. I'll be reading that one. Even though, you know, there's this thing about that book. I have had it for so long but never gotten around reading it. So I might pick 2 new books by Sudha Murthy, but I'll definitely read 2 books by Sudha Murthy. Your suggestions are most welcome. Please tell me which Sudha Murthy book. No, please shut up. Let me make a video. You guys are waiting, right? So please let me know which Sudha Murthy books you want me to read, okay? Next, I really want to read some horror, okay? I don't know, the horror is a genre that is just coming at me from all sides. So I decided to pick up 2 books by Stephen King. Obviously the ones I already had. So I have read about 600 pages. Just like, do you feel I act stupid sometimes? Like, it's a 1000-page book, okay? And I have read 600 pages and then I left it. Now I'll have to read the whole thing again. Why did I leave it? Just like, don't you think it's stupid? But yeah, the second movie is also coming out very soon. So I have watched the first movie and, you know, I had read that portion. So I really want to read the whole book before I watch that movie. I really want to watch that movie. I really want to read Pet Sematary, but I do not have it on my shelf, okay? So I decided to pick up the ones that I had on my shelf. The second one I have is a sequel to The Shining. It's Dr. Sleep, and Bhargavi gifted me this book, and I feel like Bhargavi would be like, Manpreet, I keep gifting you books, but you do not read those books. You read everything else, which is why I was like, I have to read Dr. Sleep, and then Wonder Woman, and then Intelligent Investor. Basically all the books my dear Bhargavi has gifted me. Like, I love it when you guys gift me things. I'm not asking you to gift me things, okay? But I love it. Anyway, I had promised to read Sidney Sheldon and Jeffrey Archer a couple of months back, and I haven't picked up any book by both the authors. So this time, I have this on my shelf already, which is Telltale by Jeffrey Archer. Okay, it is like, I believe this came out last year or last to last year. Yes, I believe it's a collection of short stories. Going into the books totally blind. It's just that I bought these books and I'm sure I did good research about these books when I bought them. But now they are just sitting on my shelf, unread, unloved. I really want to be getting to them. So yeah, this is the next book in my TBR, and now I have one of my favorite authors, Sophie Kinsella. I have talked about The Undomestic Goddess. I love that book so much. But now I have this Finding Audrey. I have already started reading it, but then I lost touch. Like, I was reading it last month, lost touch. But yes, this is a hilariously amazing book. And also, it talks about this girl who has, you know, anxiety, and it talks about these mental issues, but it's also really funny and relatable. So I am really like looking forward to reading this book. And also, I really want to read more books that are funny, not like heavy on heart, but talk about mental issues, mental illnesses. So let me know if you have any suggestions about that, because I would really appreciate your suggestions. I am not sure why I haven't read the whole series. I have the whole series, Shopaholic series by Sophie Kinsella. It's one of her most popular, and I've also watched the movie of the first book. And this one is a copy gifted to me by Booktuber Books. And yeah, I also have the entire series myself, but I haven't read it. Why haven't I read it? So this is the last book on my TBR, and I am surely going to get to it. About 20-25 books. But you know, considering that in last 4 months I read 22 books, I think I'll be able to read 25 books, right? So wish me luck that I finish reading all of these books, and let me know what you are planning to read in the next few months. You guys know that I love hearing from you guys. I read every single comment and I try to reply to every single comment. I might be a little late in replying, but I always reply to all the comments, okay? Unless you leave hate comments for me, okay? This is Melby signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon. Until then, please make sure you share this video with your friends who you think would appreciate watching book related videos, and also share this on your social media, hit a thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already subscribed, and follow me on my Instagram. So many call to actions, but yeah, I hope we are connected on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you know, and talk about books all the time. So bye bye.